for the Junior X30 final. So, next up, it's Senior X30. 9 karts in competition. An easier grid to run through this time, ladies and gentlemen. So on pole position, it's the number 51 of Nathan Herbert. Alongside him will be the number 36 of Nathan Ames. Row 2 will be the number 13 of Jensen Fenimore. Jensen as in Jensen Interceptor for those classic car lovers out there. Lewis Diamond in the number 91 is alongside on row 2. Michael Hitchcock and Marcus James Medcalf will be on row number 3. Row 4 is Richard Ward in the number 88 with James Pike in the number 66. And rounding out the order will be the number 14 of Guy Smallridge. And they have slowed right down to an absolute crawl. This is going to be hopefully a textbook start, but it depends on race control because full start called. Looks like Nathan Ames was not ready to go. And again, we're going to have to do that all over. Second final restart we've had today. So Herbert, Ames, Fenimore, Diamond, Hitchcock, Medcalf, Ward, Pike and Smallridge. The good thing is that we were able, thanks to the cut through at the end of Cafe Corner, the exit part of Bruno Chicane, we're able to instigate a restart pretty quickly without having to do a full formation lap, which is about there's 1,018 metres here as we're about to go green, the final time for X30 Seniors. And the lights go out and we go racing heading into turn 1, and Herbert gets the whole shot. Heading into Cafe Corner as the number 77 of Michael Hitchcock goes a bit wide and loses out at least one place, I think. Well, there's to be a contact call possibly on the number 13 of Jensen Fenimore. He was caught for contact warnings during the last heat. So along with this, we have 2 more finals to go, the Formula League and the TKM Extreme, to close out the racing action here as leaders come across the line to start, to complete lap number 1. Nathan Herbert has done a 43.86 on that last lap. Fastest lap of anybody so far in this race. Fenimore in second, Diamond in third, Ames in fourth, having been dropped at the start, but goes up the inside of Diamond to retake third position. And here comes Michael Hitchcock as well. He wants a piece of the action at the front of the field. So, and we've got a mechanical black flag for Guy Smallridge, unfortunately, in the number 14. 2 contact warnings already issued, Nathan Ames and Jensen Fenimore. But it is not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination for Nathan Herbert, with Jensen Fenimore pretty much there or thereabouts. Squirming a little bit under braking there, tail end. So the number 30, whoa, that's an impressive lap from Jensen Fenimore, 43.19. Herbert did a 43.34, so that was a 10th and a half. Taken out of the 51 by the number 13 on the last lap around. Ames, the number 36, now back up into third position. So Herbert leads. Oh, no, he doesn't anymore. He went wide at Cafe Corner, and that allowed Jensen Fenimore to pounce very, very quickly indeed. Looked like Herbert just got a bit wide coming out of the exit of Cafe Corner. So you can see how close this field is at the moment. The top 6 separated by just over 1.1 seconds, as we've got 7 minutes and 18 or 17 seconds plus an additional lap to go. And, well, we've broken the 43-second barrier. It's not Jensen Fenimore anymore. It's Michael Hitchcock who's got fastest lap, and with a 42.99. Only driver to break the sub 43-second barrier. But just look how quickly Nathan Herbert is being pressurised for that second place. Oh, and looks like Lewis Diamond went a bit sideways, breaking into the Stratford hairpin, but he managed to keep it under control. So it is going to be very, very interesting to see how this race develops over time. But the fastest lap has changed hands yet again. Nathan Ames has now taken the fastest lap bragging rights in this particular final with a 42.91. So that makes him Jensen Fenimore, Michael Hitchcock. The three drivers to go sub 43 seconds. Nathan Herbert, in the meantime, has had a warning from race control, possibly for track limits. But Nathan Ames, in the meantime, has kept himself ahead of Lewis Diamond, who's now in 5th place. But Fenimore continues to stretch out an advantage of some description to the tune of 0.6 of a second at this particular moment. So Jensen Fenimore in the number 13 leads. Ahead of Nathan Herbert, Michael Hitchcock. Now, it looks like Nathan Ames has made his way back now up into 4th place and is flying. He did a 42.92 last time around. Fenimore 42.98, Herbert 42.99, Hitchcock 43.01, and then out of nowhere comes Nathan Ames with a 42.92. Literally a fraction off his fastest lap, which we said on lap number 6. But Fenimore now has got a bit more distance between himself and Nathan Herbert. 51, so that's your top 2. Michael Hitchcock rounds out the top 3 in the 77, a further 0.3 of a second adrift. But we still have over 4 minutes, and then we have the additional lap as well to go in the X30 final. As the number 77 of Michael Hitchcock has got Nathan Ames closing and goes from absolutely nowhere to go side by side through the final corner. Great work by the 37 to do a Daniel Ricciardo into Wilkins and made the move sick, and now keeps ahead through Cafe Corner. Well, I'm sure that Michael Hitchcock probably didn't see that one coming, and Ames just went, you know what, I'm going to have that, but the favour has been slightly returned. Oh, and that's a bit of a push, a bit too wide there from Hitchcock on Ames there. I must admit, that was a bit too, should have allowed him fair racing room going through into the Bruno chicane. But now that means that Ames now relinquishes 3rd, now goes down into 4th, with Lewis Diamond breathing down his neck in the number 91. So Fenimore leads. His lead is now nearly 0.7 of a second ahead of Nathan Herbert as we now hit double figures in this particular final. So Fenimore leads, Herbert 2nd, Hitchcock 3rd, Ames 4th, Diamond 5th, Metcalf in 6th. So the battle between Hitchcock, Ames, Diamond and Metcalf is getting incredibly heated, as Ames thought better of it probably not to try and do another impersonation of his last lap and go up the inside from pretty much what I thought was another postcode to get past the 77. So we have just under 2 minutes remaining, plus 1 additional lap. And looks like Nathan Herbert has not given up on the lead just quite yet, as Ames and Hitchcock swap places. They're now going literally, no, quite close sight. Well, that was very close indeed. Ames just swoops in front of the nose cone of Michael Hitchcock there to retake that third place that he earned a couple of laps ago. They head back down into Wilkins as the two leaders look to be a little bit closer together. I think Nathan Herbert could be coming back at Jensen Fenimore. He's taken nearly 2/10 of a second out of him, which he has. So last time around, 43.08 from Fenimore, and then a 42.92 from Herbert. Incredible pace from the number 51, as there's, that's a bit of tyre interlocking there between Metcalf and Hitchcock. And as a result of that, well, that was very close indeed. Hitchcock and Metcalf could have quite easily have come to blows on that particular part of the track, the Brunel chicane. That was very, very close indeed, but they kept it nice and clean. As now the two leaders cross the start-finish line, it's 0.4 of a second, but it doesn't. It looks a lot closer than that as both Jensen Fenimore and Nathan Herbert head down towards the Stratford hairpin. And I think that Herbert has now got that extra bit of motivation to get a chance at going for the win. He was leading, he was our pole man coming into this particular race. But it's going to be last lap board this time around, as they probably won't cross the start-finish line. Time's expired, last lap board it is. So 1 lap separates either Jensen Fenimore or Nathan Herbert from the win in the final for the senior X30s. And now Herbert is charging, and he's going to go round. He's going side by side and takes a bit too much curb there, coming out of the Stratford hairpin. Nearly did an Archie Walker. But he's right on the back bumper. Down the hanger straight they go. It's going to be side by side pretty much. Now Herbert slots in behind. Now into Wilkins they go. Who's going to get the better run coming out of the corner? Could it be Herbert? Could it be Fenimore? We have one more corner to decide, and Jensen Fenimore takes the win by just under 2/10 of a second from a late charging Nathan Herbert, who could have got an opportunity to get past. Nathan Ames takes third ahead of Lewis Diamond. Marcus James Metcalf rounds out the top 5 ahead of Michael Hitchcock, Richard Ward and James Pike, with Guy Smallridge unfortunately having a mechanical black flag. Now, this is what the first bit was when we had the issue with the start. Now you've got also the move that could have pretty much decided it, with Jensen Fenimore getting into the lead early on. And now we have the penultimate race of the day, the Formula Libre, with Clive Carpenter, Christian Chater, John Dormer, Paul Belton, Gary Coburn, Richard Lefebvre, Graham Stewart and Paul Smale. But just the amount of overtaking action we were seeing pretty much with this gaggle of senior X30s. And then there was that move that saw Michael Hitchcock go very, very wide. But then it was Nathan Herbert who was trying to get one up on Jensen Fenimore. Nearly went round the outside at Stratford hairpin, but it was not enough for the number 51, as the number 13 of Jensen Fenimore took the win in senior X30.